Hi. Well, I'd like to lose 25 pounds. Yep. I'd like to lose 25 pounds. I'm fat. Well, I can. It looks okay. You would like to lose 25 pounds of fat. I think even 15 pounds would look really cool. That looks okay right here. It looks like it almost have definition. It's just too much fat on it. See, look. Sure, guys. See? That's how it really is. Hi, my name is John Birmingham. Hey, check out videos on my channel. I write, direct, and play the lead in movies, real movies. I learned how to make them, and I do a bunch of videos on my channel and other stuff too. Praise God, praise Jesus. Mostly I live for God and Jesus. God and Jesus, yay! Hi. I had this dream that my cousin showed up in the dream to talk to me or to interact with me, and he hid his face to look like he was my 78-year-old uncle. They both have the same last name, Conway, and it was to get on better terms with him so I can see him in heaven. I think he was coming to me from heaven, but he made his face look really weird, like he was really actually my Uncle Richard. And he had strong arms, like kind of strong arms, not really strong. They didn't look old, they looked young and kind of strong. And his face was very old, like my uncle's age, 78. But it looked really young. It looked really young because the plastic surgery in the future was so advanced that it didn't look like the fake plastic surgery of like the 1990s and 2000s. You know, it didn't look stereotypical. Oh, they got Botox, their lips look fake, or whatever, you know, stuff like that. The way it looked, it didn't look bad. It looked so young looking, his face, but there's something weird, a little weird about it. Like, he was 78, like my uncle's age when he died, and he just looked really weird, but the plastic surgery was so advanced, and he interacted with me in the dream, and it was just really weird. However, if we live old enough, this is how old we will look. This is how old see that cement on the ceiling that's with the wood? That's his hand. That's his arm coming down. There's one of his eye. There are his two eyes in his mouth, like a skeleton. And there's his left arm on our right side. There's his right arm. And it looks so old that his bicep, that's his bicep, that's next to his head, and his arm's going up over his head. He's trying to pose like he still looks young and cool. His bicep looks like it's so old that it's eroded, like if he was like 120 years old. So these bodies are eventually going to get old and die. And there's nothing we can do about it unless we die before we get too old, and then the bodies will just get old anyway after we die and look really bad as time goes by, unless Judgment Day happens first and we live till eternity in heaven, living through tribulation. And it sounded awful. The tribulation's gonna suck. That's scary as shit. I don't know how anyone would live past that. It may be in 2,000 years. It could be it's any day now, and we don't know when it's gonna be. So I think plastic surgery is gonna be really weird in the future, and you're not gonna know if somebody's like young or old or what, and it's gonna look really weird. Like if they're 78, they may look like a young man, but something's a little bit different about him. You can't really quite tell what, but it's going to be more cool and acceptable to do plastic surgery in the future. And it's not going to be like, stupid or looked down on. It's just going to be something that's more that's more normal, I think. Praise God, praise Jesus. This is John, Birmingham. Bye.